Hello, I'm Father Ken Forster. Just going to take a few minutes to share with you a new initiative that the Oblates have been engaging in the last couple of years. Certainly, when we look at the situation in Kenya, where the wages of a person, a laborer, would be about $10, and the cost of electricity by the grid is maybe twice as expensive as Canada, it makes a lot of sense to move in this direction. And just an example of solar panels that are already in use in one of our buildings, Kasaju, year before it was 290,000 shillings, so $3,000 Canadian. And the next year, after 18 solar panels were installed, the cost of electricity was $170. So a very large savings for sure. Solar power will eliminate increases in the cost of electricity through the grid, and also will eliminate the outages. So often the power is out, and so efficiency is often curtailed. Um, Capital cost for installing the solar power is no doubt is quite high. But we have found that as we look at the cost, probably within 8 years, it would be amortized. We're just following the lead. We know that Pope Francis began this solar farm um, and on Vatican land to enable the Vatican to be the first uh, carbon neutral state. And Pope Leo was continuing with that process to follow the leadership of Laudato Si. So how does our support make a difference? Well, through water access, solar-powered boreholes deliver safe water, education and formation, electricity for schools and seminary residences, formation houses, and parish life, lighting and power for churches and rectories and community centers as well. Oblates are also involved in building lasting relationships with, especially with the Maasai, in regard to their economy. They're pastoralists, and certainly during times of drought, they have suffered immensely. You see the cattle above where the ribs are showing, and through the boreholes, we've been able to assist with water for their animals, for the cattle. So our model, we know, the model that we've mentioned many times is trying to work to a 50-50 shilling for shilling kind of situation with projects, and we know that's not always possible when we're dealing with charity projects like slums and prisons and orphanages, people with extreme poverty. In those cases, certainly it's the donor who gives 100%. So why support MAMI? Many of you are very aware of this already, but 100% of your donation goes to the mission. We as Oblates, we pick up the costs of our administrative office, personnel, our materials that we send. All of that is our responsibility, so that 100% of your donation reaches the poor. So what are the three things we do or expect of you as a partner with the Oblates? We ask you to pray, and we ask you to give, to share of finances, and to serve. We pray. So, concrete investments, the cost of providing for a borehole, pump system, etc., could be between $3,000 and $5,000. For a school, to power a school, electrify a school, or formation house could possibly cost up to $8,000 to $15,000. And parish package, a solar solution for church or rectory, community center, the whole package could possibly be between $12,000 and $24,000, depending on the size of the complex. Any amount helps because gifts combine to fund complete projects. Serving. Certainly, different people have different gifts. You may have a technical expertise or an ability to organize events to support the missions, or advocacy, even professional skills perhaps that might be needed. The impact you make.
Pole pole, mwena pole ufika. Pole pole, mwena pole ufika. Haraka rafiki haina baraka. Haraka rafiki haina baraka. Pole pole, mwena pole ufika. Pole pole, mwena pole ufika. Haraka rafiki haina baraka. Haraka rafiki haina baraka. Mzee Kobe